What's up there, YouTube? Good morning. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. It's the last Saturday in September. Surprisingly, very mild weather still, which is nice. I love the fall, love the spring. I like the summer too. Winter, I like my seasons actually. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's something about every season that I enjoy about being outdoors. Makeshift lighter. I have 14 lighters and I have no idea where any of them are right now. I am smoking. This is it's actually a Missouri Meerschaum St. Patrick's Day pipe. It's their green with the St. Patrick's. It really doesn't say St. Patrick's Day, but this is the pipe they used this year for St. Patrick's Day. And they were sold out, and then they decided, I guess they did so well with them, they decided to keep a run of them going. And so it's like really the green Missouri Meerschaum pipe. And I got the bent because I like the way the bent looks. And it's actually, as Missouri Meerschaums go, this is possibly the best Missouri Meerschaum I've ever smoked. Actually, it's definitely the most sturdy construction of any Missouri Meerschaum I've ever used. The stem is probably the best stem of a Missouri Meerschaum, as you can see. It's a gorgeous stem. And the pipe itself is a very substantial pipe. I guess that's a brass ring around there. Beautiful. And what am I smoking in it, you ask? Maltese Falcon by GL Pease. It's another GL Pease blend. This is the first time, well, not the first time I smoked it. I smoked a couple bowls of it this week. But it's stylish, dark, and alluring. Generous quantities of Cypher and Latakia are blended with matured red Virginias, exotic orientals, and just a little bright flue cured leaf to offer a deep, full-bodied yet silky smoke with intriguing sweetness, enhanced by a discreet and mysterious spice. Maltese Falcon possesses an exquisite balance, a wonderful all-day English-style mixture. And as Englishes go, this could easily be an all-day blend. Easily. Now, there is another thing I want to get to as well. A fellow named Law Dog Piper, he's a subscriber. I also follow him on Instagram. He follows me on Instagram. And he posted on his Instagram page Hobbit's Weed from the Old Oak Cigar Shop. He says it comes from Lane. I guess what happened was when Tewksbury closed up and ceased the manufacture of Hobbit's Weed, they posted the recipe, I guess. And when they posted the recipe, because I guess they wanted the blend to go on, and it does. And I gotta tell you, I asked him, I said, how is it compared to the original? And he says, I'll send you a sample and you can find out. So he sent me a sample. I sent him a sample of the original. And what else did I send? Oh, I sent him some Trout Stream as well. And he really went to town, though. He sent me this Hobbit's Weed, which I have smoked. And I must tell you, this is identical to the original. Alright, it's just as good as the Tewksbury. I put them side by side. I'm going to do a review on this particular Hobbit Suite, and I'll do a side by side comparison. He sent me another small batch San Sepolcro from Cornell and Deal. He sent me another one called Parsons Blend, which I left the bag inside. So that was very similar. That was a Virginia Burley blend, I believe, and that was very good. That was from Country Squire, that particular blend. And then he sent me Doug's Choice by Old English Cigar Old Oak Cigar Shop. It's an English blend, and I'm liking this too. Definitely liking this blend as well. So I've tried them all. They're all good. I'm going to do reviews on all of these blends. He also sent me a CAO Gold and a CAO Brazilian as well. And this here is something I've never seen before, actually. I did a little online research, so I don't really know if you can call that research. Remember when they said that the reason there was a general collective ignorance? Now those were flying awfully low to be going in that direction, those two planes, and those were rescue troop transporters. I wonder, I mean, we have, the Atlantic Ocean is that way, it's south of here. I'm wondering if that's a rescue operation, which would mean either a boat or, God forbid, a plane or helicopter crash. But those were definitely rescue planes, and they were flying low. So, I'm not near the ocean. I'm about 20 minutes away, but that's all I can suspect with that. Where was I? Oh, it's funny. I want to show you guys this. This is a pocket pipe that Law Dog Piper sent to me as well, and never seen this before. This, I have to admit, this was a new one for me. And it's supposed to go in your vest pocket. You turn it this way, like that, and it goes in your little vest pocket or your front pocket. And I gotta tell you, it's a full pipe. It's a useful pipe, because you can always carry a pipe with you. I have used it once already, and it holds a good amount of tobacco, fair amount of tobacco. See if I can show you how deep it is so you can see that. About right there, right? So it's bigger than other pipes you would, expect as being smaller. And I gotta tell you, it didn't get hot in the hand because it's nice thick wood down here. Alright, I'm gonna do a full review on this too. But yeah, this was definitely a very cool pipe. And thank you very much, Law Dog. You really went overboard. I'm gonna, yeah, you got some more stuff coming your way. Alright. Yeah, we on Instagram, we decided to exchange a couple samples of the Hobbit Suite. And like I said, I sent him 2 bags of tobacco. The guy sends me 4 bags of tobacco, 2 cigars, and a pocket pipe. So, very, very much appreciated. And I will definitely get some use out of the pocket pipe. That would be, I think that'll definitely be something I take with me when I go on like hiking and camping trips, believe it or not. Because you could it won't take up much space at all. So, Maltese Falcon. Yeah, I was saying before about, so I did research on this to discover it was a pocket pipe, and then he, of course, direct messaged me to say, how'd you like the pocket pipe? I said, that is a pocket pipe, all right. But remember years ago, they used to think that the reason for collective ignorance was lack of information. I don't know if that's so true anymore now that we've had the internet for so long. I think collective ignorance is just collective ignorance. People just want to believe a certain thing. They don't want to do the research. I think collective ignorance comes from laziness. And people just want to be spoon-fed information. So, smoking this. The Maltese Falcon. Definitely Latakia. You definitely have the sourness from the Orientals. Yeah, there's like a sour. This is like almost a sweet and sour smell, you know. Sweet smokiness from the Latakia, and the sourness. This might be one of the best tin notes, or well-rounded tin notes I've ever experienced. This is really quite impressive. Wow. You know, it's not overpowering, and as a smoke, it's very mild, actually. I find this to be very mild. I want to show you what the beautiful ribbon cut. Cornell and Deal does a very nice ribbon cut. And I believe Cornell and Deal does the manufacturing for GL Pease blends for the most part. Comment below if I'm wrong on that. But beautiful ribbon cut. Yeah. Beautiful tin art. Alright, you got the Maltese Falcon. A movie I've recently watched myself. Actually, if you have not seen the movie, I would say it is in the... You know, they came out with this list of 100 movies you need to watch. Some of them were definitely no. I would put this in the 100 movies you need to see in your lifetime. And we had our 26-year-old daughter. She's our youngest. She was here one weekend, and we had her watch, what movie was it? Casablanca. And she actually said, yeah, this is actually a really good movie. And it is. It's a very good movie. There's been a few movies that we've watched. And it's odd. Like, we had my mom over on, like, if I'm off a day from work, weekends, things like that, I have my mom over. And Mom does have dementia. So one of the things we do is after dinner, we'll sit down and we'll watch a movie. She likes musicals, and she likes older movies. Some of these older movies are just good movies. It's really weird. Yeah, some of them are just really good movies. And so one weekend, our youngest daughter was here, and she watched Casablanca, and she actually says, you know, it's funny, like there's no special effects or anything like that. You're just watching a really good story unfold. And I said, well, that's what a movie's supposed to be, I believe. I mean, I grew up in the Star Wars special effects generation. I got to see that change take place, where special effects and the action became more prominent and almost became more important than the actual storyline. What made Star Wars so unique was you had special effects you'd never seen before, plus a classic storyline. And with twists and plots, I mean, that original trilogy, from New Hope. But yeah, people didn't look at it the way we do today. They don't look at movies the way we do today. A lot of the movies we're told are good movies really aren't that good. It's kind of scary. I mean, the Avengers stuff is cool and it's fun to watch, but even those storylines could have been better. X-Men has started out with some great storylines, the original X-Men, but now they went to like the origin series of X-Men, and they're really not as good now. The Dark Phoenix movie, I didn't like it. And how do you have X-Men without Wolverine? Well, Hugh Jackman's done with the role, and they killed him off in Logan Noir, and call Jason Statham, see if he'll do it. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, it's just not as. I don't find them as good anymore. The original X-Men trilogy, when that came out, thought that was great. And even the couple of movies that came out after it, I thought were actually quite good. And then it kind of lost a lot of its flair. Yeah, definitely not as good as the last two movies I've seen, Apocalypse and Darkseid, really have not been that good in my opinion. The Dark Phoenix, rather. But then it's just movies in general just really aren't as good. And that's the way I'm seeing things today. The entertainers, and it's funny too, because entertainers or singers or actors, back then, you had movies with Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra was like this multi-talented person. Could play the piano, could sing his butt off, could dance, and tap dance almost as good as Gene Kelly. You didn't know this, though. Or actually, you knew this because they did movies. All these actors and stuff today, a lot of them can still do that. Jeremy Renner's got a beautiful voice. Almost everybody in the Avengers, it's kind of a joke. They can all sing. So, why don't they expand themselves, take roles like that? I mean, Hugh Jackman has done it. That's one of the things I like about him as an actor, is that he's a complete entertainer. And he challenges himself. I don't really like anything that J-Lo's been in all honesty, not gonna lie, but I do respect the fact that she at least she ventures into other areas of media. She sings, she dances, she acts. And I think some of these other entertainers should do that as well. I'm not saying that the actors or actresses aren't as talented today as they were. I think they're probably not as challenged as they were in the past with different types of roles. Yeah, and probably because they make too much money now. One of the reasons they made so many films back in the day was because they needed to make money. But yes, really enjoy a lot of these older films. And I highly recommend you. And most of us in the YouTube pipe community probably watch a lot of older films for all we know, you know? But I highly recommend you do watch some films from the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. South Pacific, phenomenal film. Very good film. I believe Mitzi Gaynor is the female lead. There's No Business Like Show Business with Ethel Merman. Mitzi Gaynor's in that too. Marilyn Monroe is in that. Another phenomenal film. And yeah, it's musicals. There were a lot of musicals back then. So, but then you see a film like Gentleman's Agreement with Gregory Peck. Very, very good film. And very compelling. And it talked about things like anti-Semitism and racism all the way back then. So this is not a new thing that we're discussing. People aren't breaking ground anymore like they would have you believe. And aside from the fact that if you look at a lot of the movies in Hollywood, they're remakes of old movies today. I mean, we just had the third or fourth remake of Star is Born? Yeah. I digress, though. I'm sorry I put you guys through this, but I do appreciate it. I'm going to go pick Mom up in a few. From my sisters, I just wanted to grab a pipe before I head out there. But the Maltese Falcon, great film, great pipe tobacco, and this is easily an all-day smoke. Definitely not overwhelming on the Latakia, not overwhelming on any blend, you know, on any particular type of tobacco. You do get a touch of sourness from just a touch, from the Orientals. The sweetness from the Virginias is there. It's definitely there. But it's well-rounded. The whole blend is just, everything's even. It's very balanced. Could easily be an all-day smoke. Crowder. It's funny, I bought this mug. It's actually the most expensive mug I own. They were talking about pushing this guy off of YouTube for speech, freedom of speech. So what did I do? I joined his mug club. I didn't even know who he was till I read a Vox article that was trying to, and I said, why are they trying to push this guy out? You know, he made some jokes. I've been offended by jokes before, tons of jokes. Yeah. Something's offensive to me, I just change the station. That's all. I don't watch, or I don't watch it, or I don't give revenue to that, you know? If a company offends me, I won't use that company. I speak with my wallet. Yeah, you know, I let my voice be heard with my wallet. I don't try to convince you that you shouldn't listen to them or support that person. I let every man do what he wants to do, you know, and then I do my thing. Yeah. The room note on this is also exquisite. It's a very even room note. It's definitely smoky. And the retrohale is definitely on that Latakia side. But it's not an overwhelming Latakia in my opinion. I don't know, I've had a cold. Maybe I'm still getting over it. But this is a very well-rounded tobacco. I highly recommend this one. This is a, and if I don't like a blend, I won't review it. You know, just so everybody knows that. I think the worst I've ever said was Brigadier from Cornell and Deal, which is a shame because I like so many other Cornell and Deal blends. But that particular one just did not sit well with me. Very good. Wow. But it's funny how you create attention for something like this company here or this guy on YouTube, and by wanting to have him banned creates a lot of attention, and then what happens? Let me check this guy out. There's got to be a reason why everybody wants him to be quiet, you know? And I may not agree with the reason why you want him down, you know? So sometimes it's just let him fizzle out. Just let him fizzle out. People will learn that. All right. Everybody have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. God bless. If you can, get one of these pipes for sure. Definitely try this blend, Maltese Falcon by GL Pease. Yes, 8 ounces. It was the smallest one I could find, I think, was this tin. And it's a big tin, yeah. And Law Dog Piper, thank you very much. Very kind of you. All right, look for something in the mail, all right? I'll talk to you later. Section 333, out.